Here at Anderson University, there are some things that need to be fixed, and I believe one of the biggest problems on campus is the locker room situation. At AU, there are a select few locker rooms, some for each sport, but the baseball and football teams share the same locker room. I believe that a locker room should be mandatory for each main sport to have their own. The first reason I believe the baseball team should have the locker room of its own is because of the distance. The walk from the locker room to the baseball field is the longest walk any team has to take to get to their field of play. Walking across the parking lot, either onto rocks or the football field, to get all the way to the baseball field, which is all the way across the campus, which backs up to the neighborhood farthest north of the campus. It's not that it just takes a long time to walk. Anybody can walk. It's the amount of weight the players are carrying on their back that makes this harder and more stress on the players. It's not an opinion, but a fact that the Anderson University baseball team is one of, if not the best team on campus. Comparing their successes to other teams, the baseball team has had 2 losing seasons over the past 10 years. In 1991, the baseball team here at Anderson won the NCAA Division III World Series championships and has had 5 appearances in the World Series. The baseball team has 70-plus players that have gone on to play professional baseball, one of which will be drafted this year. With the addition of a locker room, I believe the baseball team would stop interfering with the cars in the parking lots. When you have 50-plus players on a team coming out of a locker room at various times, there could be many times when a car is coming through the parking lot. Therefore, a player could get hit, or a player's equipment could hit a car, which is very dangerous. Now that I have explained all the reasons that we should include a locker room for the baseball team, here's an interview of his opinion by TJ Price. What's your opinion on the locker room situation?
All right, so it's a good-sized locker room, but we really need our own space because we have to share it with, obviously, the football team. They get it in the fall and most of the winter. So then second semester, we get it. And then we also have to share it with the lacrosse team, which is terrible because 2 teams put together in the same locker room isn't the best. But the walk to the locker room to the field is probably the worst part because you have to walk all the way from the KWC all the way out to our field, which is probably takes at least 10 minutes, maybe, if you're walking. So that's my take on it. I think we need to have our own but just locker room close to our field to where we can have our own stuff and not have to worry about sharing it with anybody, and it's closer to the field for us. So
now that you know all the reasons the baseball team should have their own locker room, let's give them something for all the happiness and success they have brought to this campus. Let's build a locker room.